Franz Beckenbauer is known as one of the greatest and most successful players in the history of the sport. He is known to have invented the sweeper position, and he's collected a host of titles both as a player and as a manager. The goal of this FIFA challenge is to try and match his playing career as a manager. You'll be trying to get the same honours, preferably at the same team if possible, but of course the teams like New York Cosmos aren't on the game. But hopefully by the end of it you'll have a good understanding of the man's career and appreciate how successful and how influential he is in the game. If you do attempt this challenge, feel free to update me on my Discord, which I've linked in the description below. If you have any suggestions for any of the challenges that I could make in the future, drop them in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see a few more videos like this in the future. So that's the introduction out of the way. What kind of things will you need to be winning, and what strategy is the best to complete this challenge? So Franz Beckenbauer started in Germany, of course. He ended his career in the MLS, but the easiest way to do this challenge would be to do this in reverse. By starting as an MLS manager and getting the 3 MLS Cups out of the way, you should then be able to get some job offers in Europe and eventually bunny hop across to Germany. So to complete this challenge, like I said, you'll need 3 MLS Cups, but you'll also need the German Cup 4 times and the Bundesliga 6 times. This will use about 9 of the 15 seasons you get in a FIFA career mode, more likely to be 10 to 12 in my opinion, leaving you 3 or 4 career mode seasons outside of these leagues which you can do whatever you want with. Of course Beckenbauer managed Marseille in real life, so if you want to go to France, maybe manage PSG, it could make the challenges a little bit easier if you're trying to win the 3 Champions Leagues and 2 Europa Leagues that he did win. If you're trying to keep it super realistic to what Beckenbauer actually did in real life, you'll want to start off with Bayern Munich before moving to New York and then coming back to Hamburger before going back to New York. This would be a little bit tricky because I don't think the Bundesliga actually offers any MLS jobs, so you won't really be able to get back across the Atlantic once you've crossed into Germany. This causes me to believe the best strategy would be starting as one of the 2 New York teams before moving to Hamburger in the 2nd division of German football and then finally finishing off at Bayern Munich to do the European objectives. There are a couple of other things that you can do to make this a little bit harder. So of course, as Beckenbauer was one of the most famous sweepers of all time, make sure you always play the sweeper formations. So this could be something like a 3-1-3-3 that Bielsa likes to play, or even just a regular 5-4-1 would work. Of course, one of Beckenbauer's most famous teammates ever is Pelé, who scored 541 goals over his career. If you can try and beat this with a single player, you'll need to average 36 goals every season for all 15 seasons of the career mode. Of course this is a lot of goals, but it's definitely not unachievable in a FIFA career mode save. If you can somehow manage to get this many goals and complete all the challenges, I would say you've absolutely crushed the challenge, and I'd love to see any screenshots if you could send me them on my Discord. While you try to complete this challenge, why don't you try and break the MLS points record, which stands at 71 points, beat the unbeaten streak record set by Columbus Crew at 18 matches, or try and beat the top goals in an MLS season of 31 goals set by Joseph Martinez. Of course, if you're also attempting the Pelé challenge in this, then you'll probably be breaking that in 1 season anyway, because I think it's probably better if you can get the goals out the way in the MLS versus the Bundesliga. Of course, this is a very long challenge. You'll need at least 9 seasons, as I said previously, which is a lot of hours on the game. So if you do attempt this, I'd love to hear how you're getting along. I'm sure I'm not the only one, so if you want to put your comments in the description on how you're getting along, I'd love to read them and make sure you keep me updated. I'll make sure to put all the competition wins that you'll need in the description below, so it's a bit easier for you to keep track of. But that's it for today's video. I'll upload a career mode episode in a couple of days hopefully, and then a regular league guide soon too. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.